Hey guys, it's AF Nino here, and welcome to Season 2 of the Afro League. We're back in Australia, and yeah, ready to kick off a new season of the Afro League. Old guys coming back, new guys coming in, new fast guys, and last season Afro League was kind of a struggle for me, realizing that I was kind of the slow guy in every race, and probably I was the guy, messing up and creating incidences in many races. But hopefully this season we can change that. I'll try to be much cleaner. But anyway, moving on here to the next race here, and I qualified in 10th position, which is okay, but I felt I could have gone better because on my final flying lap at the end of qualifying, I was after second sector I was half a second quicker than my best, and then I ballsed it up in in the final few corners. I went into the gravel. I was like balls. So probably qualifying in the top 8 could have been possible. But anyway, let's keep going on to the race at the start, and just waiting for the start light procedure. We're off, and many cars drifting to the left, trying to avoid mini cheddars who didn't start because of a lag start. He had a lag start. So, but anyway, we're going on to turn 1 because everything happens in turn 1 basically. What you see there, I get hit by a McLaren, which forces me around the outside of many cars, and then I drift right, and then I get hit into a 360. And basically, what happened there is Joseph Willows basically hit Arava, which caused him into a spin and forced cars around the outside, including me, and but basically me around the outsides. Looking back, I do accept that was my error, drifting to the right. Probably I was thinking, probably was searching to a return to the racing line, and yeah, that wasn't right. I should have stayed left, and me going to the right actually forced other 3 cars, Joseph Willows, Arava, and Sam, into a wedge that was always going to close. So I do accept responsibility for that, and I apologize to all 3 of you. I know many people were saying that it was Joseph Willows' fault, but no, that was my fault, me going to the right. But anyway, let's skip on to I think the 4th lap, and basically I go up to 6th, and ahead of me is battling Nick B Gaming and OTG, and I think Nick B got ahead of OTG. And continuing battling, and all you see there is OTG going wide into the grass, and that leaves me space to go up to 5th place. And now I begin my chase for Nick B, although the chase didn't last long, because you see in the next corner he gets his braking wrong. He goes wide into the grass, and him coming back onto the track forced me round the outside. Had to take drastic measures round the outside, and now Nick B and OTG now battling again behind me, and I was praying like, oh, don't hit me, but they didn't. Although approaching that chicane, it was very close. Nick B went straight on into the grass, and I think OTG cut that chicane there. So I continued up in 4th, and skipping on to lap 7, and that was where my pit window was open, and you see there Cow actually ahead of me went into the pit, so temporarily went into 3rd, which got me a bit giddy than it should have been. And whilst being into 3rd, because that currently is my highest position, racing in the Afro League, my naivety got the better of me, because in that lap I was kind of matching Tom, and being one of the fast guys, I was like, oh, surprised by my own pace, and that's where my naivety gave in, and I thought I could stay another lap out on these one options, and that came back to haunt me. And in the next lap I ended up losing around over a second every sector, which really cost me in the end. And coming in, you skip over to the next lap where I do coming to the pits for a new set of prime tires. As you see there, the mechanics giving me the new set of prime tires. You see there, down comes Neo Blitz to take 3rd, and then down comes also Mini Cheddars and Cow. Mini Cheddars making a good recovery from the lag start he suffered from the start. So I dropped down to 6th, and that where me staying out for another lap on those warm options maybe could have cost me a top 5 place, arguably. But my focus was turned away from the top 5, and turned to OTG back in 7th. I was in 6th. And skipping over to lap 12, we were still matching each other. The gap was still around 3.54 seconds. But then my curse decided to fail on me, and I was like, oh, balls. I really thought that, oh damn, this is going to be close in the last 3 laps with no curse. But luckily, I don't know why, my mechanics, you know, maybe because I'm in the Red Bull, my mechanics decided to fix it very quickly. It lasted, you know, a lap, less than a lap. This, you know, it was still at the end of lap 12, so it was less than a lap. No problems there, so I managed to open the gap now on OTG, who in the end had a time penalty, so I could have just not bothered. But anyway, skipping over, at the end of the race, I ended up in 6th, which matched my results from Australia in season 1. And as you see there, Hyperdix, season 1 champion, took the first win of the season in his quest to defend the championship. And Tom coming 2nd, and Mini Cheddar's recovering well to finish 3rd. You know, great recovery from him. And it was Neil Blitz in 4th and Cal in 5th, because Cal had a time penalty. I think it was of a lag collision with Neil Blitz. So yeah, 6th, and I'm really impressed with my pace there. You know, and hoping for results like this. You know, targets for next races, you know, just getting to the points, because I know the other guys that faster than me. You know, arguably Hyperdix, Tom, Mini Cheddar's, Cal, the main front runners, along with probably Neo Blitz, ATR, Aravam, possibly Right Box. But you know, anyway, on to the next race in Malaysia. Until then, guys, this has been AF Nino. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.